Hey guys, it's DC here, and today I wanted to talk to you about life goals.
Raise it up!
So, as some of you know, next year I'm going to be getting married, which is very exciting, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. And also next year, my current contract is coming up for renewal, and you might have seen in my previous video that I'm looking at a few different options of expanding out the business and pushing YouTube a little bit harder, and basically just going through a whole bunch of changes which will definitely affect me financially, but also I guess my mental state as well, either for good or bad, who knows yet. That's half the fun of it. And I think generally I'm a pretty enthusiastic and motivated person. However, these choices are pretty scary, and I don't really know what's going to happen with anything really. Like, I know that I will definitely get married, and I know that it's going to be expensive. It's already expensive. But there's a few things that I sort of wanted to talk about in regards to my own goals and what I want to achieve by going through all of these different motions. So the first major change that I'm making is my job. So in January, my contract that I'm currently on comes to an end, and there's no extension, there's no renewal, there's nothing there. And I've had a couple of recruiters ask me already. I don't know how they found out, because I only found out a couple of days ago, but I guess news travels pretty quickly in a small place like where I am. And they're sort of asking me if they'd like me to take another role. There's a couple there that do sort of interest me, and they look pretty fun and like something I could definitely get into. But I really want to try out the whole YouTube and self-run business thing. Like, it's not an easy task, and it's definitely a challenge that in time would be more rewarding than just working another job. The other thing there is that, like I talked about in that other video, I'm just so burnt out with doing contracts right now. And I know making YouTube videos for a living is going to be even more stressful, and especially for a lot less result initially. But in the long run, I think it'll work out to be better, and that's the road I'm going to take there. So goal number one is to have a successful YouTube channel that's, I guess, sort of making me ad revenue to survive. Goal number two is one that I just sort of lightly touched on there, which is to expand my business out a little bit more than it currently is. So at the moment, there's three different aspects of the business. There's a data collection automated marketing aspect. There's a co-working space in cafes project, and there's the standard everyday managed services aspect. And I want to take every single one of those projects or facets of that business to another level, and sort of have that making more money than it currently is, and doing bigger and better, more exciting things. The third goal is that while I'm in China next year, so you might have seen in another older video that I bought a house in China for this contract that I'm going to be doing next year. And I'm basically going to be living in China for around a 6-month period. So the plan is that while I'm in China, I also want to open a cafe while I'm there. And this is a pretty ambitious goal, because I haven't worked in hospitality since I was like 21 or something. And like, I don't actually plan on working in the cafe myself. I just need to sort of get it started. So I've got a bit of money put away to sort of get that going, and then being able to hire other staff in China to look after it while I'm not there. This project is mostly directed towards my partner, who's going to be looking after most of it, especially seeing as my Chinese isn't that great anyway. So yeah, goal number 3 is to have a cafe in China. My final goal for 2020 is to become financially independent. And by financially independent, I mean like to have paid off all of my debts. And I don't know about you guys, but I have debts which have sort of lingered from a long time ago. And yeah, it's not been easy to sort of overcome them. Even having jobs where I've earned a lot of money, I've never actually been able to pay off all of these different debts. So the goal is to be completely debt-free by the end of 2020, which is probably the most ambitious task out of all of the tasks or goals I'm giving myself. Now the point of this video is to sort of talk with you guys and see what your goals are, and to basically set yourself these checkpoints in life to try and achieve. And even if you don't, that's fine. And something my dad always told me, which is to shoot for the stars, and even if you miss, you probably still land on the moon, which is pretty cool. I'm sure he got that quote from somewhere else and that it's just a rip-off, but it doesn't matter. The point is that if you shoot for greatness, you'll at least have gotten halfway there or pretty close to it. And ideally you do get to complete that goal and become a better person and learn from the experience as well. And that's sort of what I try to push to all of you guys, is to set yourself these crazy goals that, you know, years previous you would have just said, no way, this is impossible, I'm not even going to bother with attempting these goals, it's just not going to happen. And the truth is that the more ambitious your goals are, the more ambitious things you actually achieve. If everything in life was easy to achieve, then everyone would be doing great things, right? So what you just need to do is sit down and focus on your goals, whatever they are, however ambitious they are. Maybe they're, you know, a little bit mental like what I'm saying, but who knows, maybe in a few years I'll be looking back and going, wow, I should have set myself higher goals. Maybe I should have gone for 1 million subscribers instead of my goal at the end of 2020 to have like 100,000 subscribers, or whatever it is. Who knows? No one really knows except for yourself what goals you can achieve. And the best thing about life is that it's completely up to you. So if you point yourself in the direction of something great, chances are you're gonna hit that goal or at least come close to it. But anyway, yeah, I'm keen to hear what you guys say. What are your goals for 2020? Maybe you want to complete your study, or maybe you want to obtain a few certifications, or maybe you also want to become debt-free. Maybe you want to buy a car, maybe you want to get a house, maybe you want to get married, maybe you want to get a job. It doesn't matter what the goal is that you set yourself. The point that I'm trying to make is that it's something ambitious that will make you a better person. And to be a better person, you don't need to prove that to anyone but yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're the one person who is going to be the most harsh to yourself. And if you can prove yourself wrong by achieving these goals that you set yourself, you're going to be the best person you could ever be. Anyway, I hope this video sort of makes sense and maybe even hits a spark with some of you. I'm really keen to hear what your guys' goals are. Leave them in the comments below. As always, give me a like for the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Catch you later.